Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I've got two replays for you in the tier 8 premium Swedish medium tank, the Earthshaker. So I've featured the Earthshaker on the channel quite a few times now, but recently again as part of the update it has had some buffs. And you see on the screen here what buffs it's had. It's had some whole traverse speed changes, some shot dispersion penalty has been reduced. You've also got some reload buff there, and an aim time buff, and some updated physics. So turret traverse speed has also been increased from 34 to 36. So yeah, it's had some decent buffs, to be fair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two replays. One of the Earthshaker pre-buff, and then one of it post-buff. So coming up is a pre-buff video here, and as always I will run the equipment and perks on the right hand screen there. You can see what I'm running on this tank. So this video, this replay should I say, had this done, probably about 6-8 months ago, and went through sort of a period where I was sort of playing the Earthshaker quite a lot. It's an okay tank. To be fair, I was trying to free market, but kind of gave up like I do with most tanks that I try free marking. And yeah, just don't have the patience. And yes, so I've sort of played it a fair bit, and yeah, one thing I've found about the Earthshaker is, I mean, the gun does hit hard. It's similar to the Drogon. Yeah, you got your APCR rounds, and then you've got your Hesh rounds. Obviously your Hesh, you can sort of do, I think, sort of damage around 450 alpha, if I remember rightly, sort of roughly, or 400. I can't remember for the life of me on the Hesh. And your APCR is sort of 300 to 350, I think, alpha. So you've got the choice, but one thing I found is the gun was very derpy. Because obviously the high alpha you do, yeah, naturally obviously the gun is going to be a little bit sort of troll, a bit derpy, a bit inaccurate. So yeah, that's one thing I did find. So yeah, the buffs are going to be a welcome change, really, to be fair. So yeah, the first replay here, we're on Harbour, and we've already picked up 1250 damage. We've picked up 1 kill. And yeah, we've sort of just took out that light tank, which was fortunate for us, because again, sort of Holbrun is one of those maps where having a light tank is quite useful. Try getting a shot into that Crusader there that was crossing quickly. I wanted to put a shot into that artillery, but unfortunately it just manages to get into dodge. Taking a big hit there from, I'm assuming, a tank destroyer up on a hill, which was a bit silly of me, sort of over peaking there. And yeah, it's kind of a bit of a weird setup. We've got a light tank that's gone through the town, which no idea why. Yeah, I'm not sure where our light tank is. I think he might be sitting with that tank destroyer at the back there. I'm not sure, but either way, it's kind of a bit of a sort of a, not an ideal situation, because I haven't really got any eyes. I mean, the Earthshaker luckily, doesn't have too bad view range. So I can sort of spot for myself, and I do manage to get a shot into this KV3 that I do sort of spot up there. And you see we've gone straight for the Hesh, because I'm going to go for that bottom plate, and I'm going to roll for 435 with the Hesh hill. So the Hesh is lovely when you can make it pen. We've put our damage up to 2.1k, or just over 2.1k damage there. Looking at this medium tank, I'm tempted to just go and take him out, and yeah, I'm just going to make a move there, going to get a shot into the VK, but we back up and we do take a shot from something that's sort of camping the hill, but it was worth a trade really, just to take out that medium tank, get rid of him, because I think he might have been in a position where he was just sort of being a nuisance and lighting up our team, so they couldn't really poke and do any damage to any of the tanks that were lit up. We're coming up on this ridge here. I've got the Hesh loaded with CSSU here, but he just gets behind a rock. That would have been, that's a squishy target where I know the Hesh is going to penetrate quite easily. Still waiting for him to poke. I'm wondering he might just poke out there. Artillery gets lit up in front of us, which is really unfortunate. However, there we go. We finally get our big shot on the SU, and we roll full 469 damage there. So huge roll on the Hesh round. And that works out quite nicely. See, the Tiger P is lit up on the side there. We get a shot on the side, but I think we just roll for 64 because the tracks absorb the shot there. That's the only problem with Hesh. Those tracks just absorb Hesh shells quite easily. So yeah, that's the only problem with firing with Hesh is you have to ensure that you're sort of properly aiming at a sort of weak point. If you're shooting the side of the tank, you've got to shoot above those tracks. Don't shoot through the tracks because you just won't pen. As you can see there, squishy target like the artillery, but we shoot the side and only do 190 because that's just splash. Hesh just gets absorbed into the tracks. So if I'd run the, if I was sort of shooting with the APCR, that would have gone through fine and it would have fully penned. But not to worry, we're going to try and see if we can get a shot on the other artillery here. We're just letting the gun aim in, and we do manage to shoot him. I don't really know why I've sort of swapped to the Hesh there, because didn't need it. Probably could have killed him with the APCR, but never mind. We've got the Hesh loaded, and we're going to try and see if we can move in and get some more damage on this light tank and the tank destroyers. Light tank is coming around here, so it's possible we might come into sort of our gun path, but majority of our team is still alive, so it's not looking very hopeful. So yeah, and one thing to sort of just not realise, probably just to point out, is obviously with the buffs on the accuracy, your aim time sort of drop down there. You could potentially maybe sort of try gambling with your equipment and maybe sort of take the vert stubs off and run something else. You could probably run maybe the traction system, because you have Shaker's mobility. It's okay, but it uphill and stuff like that can be a bit sluggish. So perhaps traction system to help it out. But you can see there we get the win there. We come top of the board. We got 3.6k damage with 2 kills and 1800 assist, picking up the ace tanker there and the high caliber medal. And yeah, so not a bad replay, and that just kind of shows how how the gun is sort of pre-buff. I mean, to be fair, it still was sort of relatively quite accurate, but yeah, it like I say, it had its moments where it could be a little bit dirty. On to the second replay now, and this is showing the post-buff, where like I say, it's just happened this week. So I sort of think this was sort of the Wednesday where I played this Earthshaker with its most recent buffs. And yeah, we're going to play sort of up on the left hand side, I think. Going to push up left there. I mean, you could play right hand side, just make sure you hold down so you use your turret armour. You've got to be careful with the cupola because it is a weak spot and it can get penned. I think you can get penned in the turret ring, I think, if I remember rightly, because it's like a Centurion turret. So I think the turret ring is sort of a bit of a weak spot, as it can be with quite a few of the sort of British mediums and heavies. But so yeah, we're coming up to the left hand side. We've got a light tank that's pushing quite far ahead, so we know there's nothing lit up or there's nothing hiding in the corner, because our light tank would have lit that up by now. I'm going to try and see if we can potentially get shots on anything that comes up on the cross. So we're sort of taking a bit of a shortcut, and we see this IS here, and we managed to get a shot in, and just waiting for the reload to kick in. And again, you see you've got the reload down to 8.3 seconds with our current setup there. So yeah, it's not too bad now. It's quite nice. I think it was around about 9 seconds before, maybe. And yeah, that was another problem. The reload could feel quite long. So yeah, those buffs are going to make a little bit more difference. You're not going to be sort of waiting on reload for too long as what you would have before. So wait and see if we can get a shot into the ISM. We do damage in his engine. I think we've actually broken his engine enough to put him in place. He's managed to fix it, and we're just going to get the kill shot there. And we managed to pick up our first kill of the game. Numbers are pretty even, however, you can see the other side looks like it can potentially collapse. So I kind of think at this point we need to speed up the push on this flank so we can get behind those tanks and start farming the damage and getting shots in behind and putting them in a bit of a crossfire. I've loaded the Earthshaker because I'm expecting to see artillery. There is this Churchill, but unfortunately not Churchill, Black Prince, sorry, it was just behind those rocks. Yeah, that yeah, if we had a clear shot there, that may have helped us out a little bit later on, which you will see when we come to it. The numbers just always even. It just seems to be more even and even. Tanks, yeah, one tank lost on our side, tank lost on the other side. We do get a shot into the Drogon that's sitting in the middle there with the Hess shell, which is nice. Roll for sort of 430. Tank destroyers are getting lit up now. You see, we get a shot into the side of that Stritz farm, but as I've said before, unfortunately, tracks just absorb it. And you see with that 536, and we've set him on fire as well. And that was a really nice roll. But you can see, I adjusted the aim there on that Jagdpanther to make sure that I did fully penetrate and tracks didn't absorb. Now we're coming up behind the artillery there. I think we did manage to get that shot in for a full penetration. However, we're getting shot from the middle now, so I need to sort of get into cover. Took a shot there, but unfortunately we didn't need to. That artillery got took out by our friendly Cheeto. Now I make a bit of a faux pas here because I trying to aim at this SU and I get shot from the side there, and you can see this Black Prince that's come up, and yeah, this is going to prove to be difficult. I roll for 5-2 there, it's a huge roll, but yeah, now I'm getting absolutely hammered by this Black Prince, and this is where, in a 1v1 Earthshaker is going to struggle. He gets taken out by a friendly KV4, but unfortunately he's pushed us out far enough where we end up getting shot by the Drogons. So yeah, unfortunately didn't really bode well for us, so a bit unfortunate, and yeah, it just is what it is. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll skip ahead to the post result screen and we'll see how we got on. So there we go. Unfortunately, we didn't pick up the win, but we tried our best to. We did try our best, and we managed to pick up just over 4.3k damage there with 621 assists, only 2 kills, picking up the first class medal with the high caliber. But yeah, there just wasn't really much we could do. Unfortunately, we just got outplayed by that Black Prince. Unfortunately, he really put a hammer into us and took all of our hit points. And yeah, we could have played that better. That faux pas was poking up on that artillery, and I've done that because I was trying to avoid this destructible cover, because if I shot that with Hesh, it would have absorbed the Hesh and I wouldn't have penned the artillery. So, but yeah, probably should have took a different angle or loaded AP or just avoided it and sort of taken out that Black Prince first. But anyway guys, that is it for the video. See what you think of the Earthshaker now it's had its buffs. Yeah, and let me know in the comments what you think. So yeah, please like and subscribe the video, it does help the channel, and as always guys, I'll catch you next time.